Hi there. Hey, I'm at my aunt's down in California, and you all want to meet her, so I will let you meet her. Her name is Alta Roberts, and she is a wonderful gal, and this is the first time in 27 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least.
So here she is. Would you like to say anything about
your visit?
the visit or your life or whatever?
Okay. First of all, let me say thank you for coming to see me. It's a real blessing, and I can't think of anything that could possibly be better. We act like sorority sisters like over here. Big old mess, but we don't care. It's cleanable. There's plenty of time for that.
Yeah.
Okay, I've lived in Porterville for basically my whole life, and I like it here better than a lot of places I've been. Maybe that's because I'm used to it, I don't know. But I'm 70 years old.
70? I thought that you were 71.
No, I won't be 71 until April.
That's right.
70's good. You're trying to make me older, aren't you?
No.
But I love this girl. She's got a good warm heart and a caring way for everyone. She's open for I don't know, trying out new things in life, and she just dives in with both feet and goes, and I respect that. I really do. And I look at her and all I see is the sunshine that she exudes from her body. I think people call that an aura. But I guess more of us could be more like her.
Would you like to tell them how long about your siblings and family?
Oh, well, when my family sat down to the dinner table, including my parents, there was 8 people. I had 3 brothers and 2 sisters, and I was the baby of the group. And
Just like me.
yeah,
I'm the baby of my family.
yeah, and grew up on a ranch, which was really cool. I think everybody should get to go to a dude ranch or something in their life at least once. And there was a lot of space out there. I went to a country school in Terabella, California, and it was a good school. They used to call it Terabella Tech.
Mom never told me that.
Yeah, that's what they called it. And then I went to high school in Porterville, which is about 10 minutes drive from Terabella. And I used to be a really open person. I don't know why, but I just got to where maybe it's my age. I've got to where I'm quieter, and I like to I don't know, sit down and think a lot sometimes, or whatever you want to do. I won't say I'm antisocial, but I like my space. except if Lisa is in there and in my space, I think that's okay. But we went shopping today, and she shopped till she dropped.
And yesterday.
Yes, and yesterday. And if there's one more day or maybe $1 more, she'd want to go again. She has great enthusiasm. We all need to keep that in our hearts. We'd be better for it. So.
What was your childhood like? What was your childhood like?
Oh. I can't say that. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I used to think that my parents were, not my dad, because my father worked 17 hours a day and everything, 7 days a week. I guess he had to feed all those mouths. But my mother was from the South. She grew up in Arkansas. And so she had that Southern
Drawl?
way about her. Yeah, she had an accent.
Hospitality.
Yeah. And she had very strong beliefs. My dad did too. You work, you do the best you can, you love each other as a family, you embrace your family. But I think I didn't like it at the time, but I think the most important thing that my mother taught me, I can't speak for my other brothers and sisters, but she taught us how to work, even when we was little. You should have seen us doing dishes after dinner. I was 6 years old, and my sister Martha was 2.5 years older than me. And that is Lisa's mother. And then there was my 3 brothers. There was Eddie, and he was 6 years older than me. And then my brother Rick was about the same. And then my beloved oldest brother always wanted to give me a hug when he'd been away and come home. I loved that guy. He was my greatest brother. And she taught us how to work. I was 6 years old, and I learned how to prepare a wall in an old house to be painted. She decided she wanted stucco walls, which was new thing at that time.
Yeah.
And she was the manager and we were the workers. It was the same thing, having responsibility and being honest, and just being well, she always said, if you do everything correctly and you treat people right, you should never have to say you're sorry in this life. But if you don't intend to do that, you're always going to have a bad life. She said that's just how it is. She taught her girls to be careful with what they do when they started dating. And I could write a book about the positive things that my mom could do. She was a very wonderful, unique human being.
what about the trips up to but all the fun things that you guys used to do in when you guys were little, like throw the horse turds around for nation turkey and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them about that.
Oh, well, when I would want to play, I went outside and played alone because Martha didn't like to do the things I did. But that was okay. I didn't have a problem with it. So I learned to entertain myself.
Yeah.
I was a tomboy, and I always wanted to be climbing on stuff, climbing trees, all kinds of stuff like that. And I really had a fun time. In the shop out in back where they kept the animals and the equipment farming, there was saddles.
Oh, wow.
For the horses there was saddles, and they were on a rack to hold them. I used to climb up on one of those saddles and pretend I was riding a horse. I outgrew that, though.
That's good, that's good.
I started noticing boys.
Uh-oh.
Boy, did I notice. But
even I know that. Even I know that.
I think I still notice that. I'll have to think that one over.
I'm glad that we have time together before your dementia hits real hard.
I'm grateful for it too, honey. You never know. You never know how much, because I don't know how to speak what's in my heart.
Well, guess what? You are doing very well. And I love you.
When you get to be this age, when you get to be this age, you've got so much information in the well of your heart, you can't possibly express it all in a quick way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I do want to say this to all her friends and all the people who's been so good to her. I want to say thank you. Thank you for looking out for my baby girl. And I will never forget that. Well, at some point in time, I'm going to forget everything, but that's beside the point. But, yeah, I finally found a place in my life where I'm very happy, and I'm very happy that Lisa is here. We have been having a blast, and
staying up past your bedtime.
Staying up past my bedtime. Sometimes it's hard to get those children to go to sleep. So, but I love her so much, and she has done so much for me. And she doesn't know this, but I have a great deal of respect for her. I respect her in her tenacity. I respect her for her way of thinking. I respect her because she's a good woman. She was a good child. She's a good woman. I'm sure she's a good wife and everything. And I'm also grateful that God gave her a man who is respectful of her, and I know he is. I can tell. You know, he respects her, and that's all I need to know. That she's, even when I'm gone or I can't remember whoever or whatever, I'll probably look in the mirror and not know who I was. But you know, I'm very happy about all these things, and she has made me now to learn how to look at more than one side of a page. You have to look at both sides. By that I mean something may be bad or good, but you never know which thing is until it actually shows itself. And in this life, you have to be able to look at both sides, because if you don't, you may miss something important.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
Yeah. And that's all I have to say, I guess.
Well, this has been your roving reporter, Elisa, aka the Rainbow Angel, signing off. Love you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.